House Republicans will vote to defund Obamacare as part of a measure to keep the government running past the end of this month. The move would set up a confrontation with the Democratic-controlled Senate and increase the possibility of a government shutdown. House Speaker John Boehner announced the move following a closed-door meeting with House Republicans today. He said they are not planning on shutting down the federal government.
There should be no conversation about shutting the government down. That's not the goal here. Our goal here is to cut spending and to protect the American people from Obamacare. It's as simple as that. There's no interest on our part in shutting the government down.
If Congress and the president cannot come to a solution by the end of this month, the government could shut down on October 1st.
Well, October 1st is also the first day that Americans can sign up for Obamacare. Here in our state, the new health insurance exchange is called Covered California.
Health insurance expert Craig Gusson is with us tonight to tell us what happens once Obamacare kicks in. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
October 1st,
Yes.
the magic day everybody's been waiting for. Are we going to see a stampede of people signing up for Obamacare?
I hope not, because from what I understand today, even Covered California does not know what the rates are. The rates have not been approved by the Insurance Commissioner's Office or the Department of Insurance. So we can't totally tell you what the rates are. We can give you an idea of what we think they're going to be. So come October 1st, I'm not sure how much is actually going to be ready.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you say rates, we initially heard that under Obamacare our premiums would be lower, and now we're hearing that they're going to be higher. What happened along the way?
Very simple. We had low rates, so our rates had nowhere to go but up. And what happened was, they used to have the 5-to-1 ratio between a 20-year-old and a 60-year-old. So if a 20-year-old costs $100 a month, then you know a 60-year-old costs $500 a month. The government decided they were going to change the ratio to 3-to-1 because that would lower the cost for younger people. It actually did the opposite. The insurance companies already know that the 60-year-old is going to cost them $500 a month. So the 20-year-old just went to $167 a month. And that's before fees, fines, and medical rates or anything go into effect.
So that makes up for the hit that they're going to take for the senior citizens.
Exactly. They're subsidizing the older people.
Well, what about who qualifies for Obamacare, and what levels of coverage will there be?
So it's very simple. To get a subsidy, which is what I'm assuming you're asking about, if you make between $16,000 and $46,000 as a single person, you're going to get a subsidy. If you're a family of 4, it's like $92,000. So how big is a subsidy? I've seen subsidies as big as $2, as low as $2, to a subsidy on a 60-year-old man or woman who makes $32,000 a year. They're going to get a $400 plus subsidy, and their premium is $88 a month for the lowest cost plan they offer. So the subsidies, which really surprised me, varies, and it's really based a lot on the older the age, because the older the age, the more health insurance costs. So they're going to subsidize more the older people. So the younger people are really not going to be subsidized a lot unless you get somebody working part-time and only making a small amount of money, which is under $16,000, then it'll all be paid. And maybe to make it, if you're making more than $12, $15 an hour, you're not going to see a big subsidy.
Does everyone have to enroll on October 1st? That's
an interesting question. We hear that a lot. You have to sign up by January 1st. Enrolling October 1st is probably really going to be a waste, because I don't think everything's going to be in place. Right now, I don't know most of the stuff I need to know. I went to a Blue Cross meeting last week, and they could give us the basics. But when we really got into the details, the answer was, we don't know yet because it hasn't been approved. So I'm thinking closer to October 15th, November 1. But it doesn't make a difference, because if I sign you up, Alan, for January 1, as long as they have it in by December 15th, we're fine. So jumping into it is not really an issue. Let's see what the rates are in the different companies and get an idea of what's going to work best for you. And work with an agent who can help you and understands it.
So many unknowns, something that's going to cover so many Americans and so many questions. And
I have questions, and I've been dealing with this every day for the last couple of years.
All right, it's going to take some time to figure it out. Craig, thank you for being with us tonight.
My pleasure.